In northern Nevada, along a lonely stretch of desert highway, sits a mailbox. To anyone driving past, it looks ordinary, but to UFO hunters, tourists, and conspiracy theorists, it has become something else. A landmark tied to Area 51 and the mysteries of the sky above. It's known as the Black Mailbox.
So here we are at the location of the Black Mailbox. Now, the Black Mailbox really doesn't look like much at first glance, and I'm sure the many people who drive by here don't think much about it either. It's at this location right here, in the middle of the Nevada desert, that people think that there are secrets hiding in the skies above us.
The mailbox belonged to a cattle rancher named Steve Medlin. His ranch covered thousands of acres of desert, and the only practical way for him to get his mail was to place the box out here, along the highway. To him, this wasn't a landmark or monument. It was just a utility, a way to pick up the bills, letters, and supplies without driving all the way into town. But by the 1980s, attention was shifting towards this part of Nevada. Rumors about Area 51 were spreading for the first time into the mainstream. People had started connecting the base with secret aircraft testing, and some believed it was home to recovered alien technology.
Deep in the desert of central Nevada, there's an unofficial landmark known simply as the White Mailbox. Think of this as a viewing station, a place where, according to local legend, unexplained things appear across the horizon after dark. But we may be getting ahead of ourselves because our vigil at the White Mailbox came at the end of a very strange day.
At night, travelers and locals alike began to report strange lights in the sky. Some said they saw glowing orbs that hovered silently. Others described large triangular shapes, moving faster and more sharply than any known aircraft. For those determined to catch a glimpse of something unusual, this mailbox became a natural reference point. In a landscape where there are few landmarks, the mailbox was one of the only fixed objects for miles in either direction. It gave UFO enthusiasts a place to meet up, to camp, and to scan the skies together.
Figure Rachel as one of those roadside attractions, kind of like a mystery spot, only for UFO lovers. By now, it almost began to make sense that they've renamed this stretch of road the Extraterrestrial Highway.
Don't you have UFOs in Germany? No.
And so, what started as a rancher's mailbox for ordinary mail slowly turned into a centerpiece of a growing UFO watching tradition.
So what makes this location in specific so interesting is it's those mountains right behind us. Those mountains mark the barrier of one of the most secretive military bases in the United States and maybe just the world, and that is Area 51. Now, just about 20 miles behind me, beyond that ridge, is Area 51, one of the most top secret military bases in the entire planet. If you wanted to see anything in the sky surrounding Area 51 without running into any legal troubles, the goal would be to get as close as you possibly could without breaking any laws, getting arrested, or violating any sort of trespass order. And that is where the Black Mailbox came into play. You see, this area and this mailbox became almost like a symbol or a marker. And this became a place people would come with their lawn chairs, cameras, telescopes, or any sort of advanced equipment to try to spot anything unusual flying in the skies above this desert here.
Visitors reported all kinds of phenomenon here. Some said they saw glowing orbs drifting across the horizon, pulsing as if alive, and then fading without a trace. Others described massive triangular craft, completely silent, gliding overhead in the night sky. A few even claimed to see bright lights moving at incredible speeds, stopping suddenly or making sharp turns that seemed impossible for conventional aircraft.
How can you explain a light about 3 inches around that came through the door itself, shot 6 feet into the room, and illuminated the entire door jamb?
We felt a presence. Have you ever felt someone watching you?
On some nights, The reports were more ordinary: unusual flashes, aircraft lights that seemed brighter than usual, or the faint glint of something metallic against the stars. But in an environment where people were primed to expect the extraordinary, even small details became part of a larger mystery.
Has anyone come in here and said to you, I'm an alien being?
Yes. Yes. About 4.
Pat and everyone else in town discovered long ago that aliens are good business.
Okay, we have a total of 56.45 out of 100.
Come to think of it, this may be the only place in the universe where a traveler feels like a kook if he doesn't believe.
But it was a light, and it traveled through the door.
It came through the door.
And yes, all the photos are for sale as well.
How do you know it's not tick photography?
Walmart at least checked it out.
Skeptics argue that much of what people saw could be explained. The United States Air Force was testing new technology here: stealth aircraft, high-performance jets, and drones long before the public knew they existed. The strange shapes and movements, they said, were not alien, but experimental. Believers pushed back. To them, the sightings went beyond what human technology could explain. The sheer size of some of the reported objects, their speed, and the way they maneuvered convinced many that this was more than just advanced engineering. They argued that Area 51 wasn't just testing aircraft, it was reverse engineering something not from Earth.
By 9 o'clock, our lonely desert outpost looked more like a giant drive-in movie theater without the screen.
I mean, I've loved to see, this huge mothership, but hey, anything's fine at this point.
And so we waited, and waited, and waited with patience.
Because you come all the way from New Jersey, you like to see something.
And then we waited some more. We stayed by the mailbox, peering up at the sky much longer than we'd ever care to admit. And then, finally, out of the blackness, a flashing red light appeared. Okay, it was the turn signal in our car as we headed for home.
Today, this location is not nearly as popular as it once was. Back in the 80s or 90s, on any given night, you would see dozens of people camped out here, trading stories, hanging out, and just waiting to see if anything interesting would happen in the sky. Today, what you will see is an occasional tourist stopping by to either check out the location, put a sticker on the mailbox, or even just take a couple pictures. But the popularity of this once infamous location is nowhere near what it used to be. And today, it's more of a forgotten relic.
At the end of the day, the Black Mailbox is just that: a mailbox on the side of a Nevada highway. There aren't aliens waiting behind it, and there's nothing magical about the box itself. What made it important was the meaning people attached to it. The Black Mailbox became a symbol, not of actual extraterrestrials, but the idea of them. For some people, it represents belief. For others, skepticism. But for everyone who has stopped here, it's a reminder of our fascination with the unknown. Sometimes, the meaning of a place isn't in what it really is, but in what people believe it represents. And out here in the Nevada desert, this mailbox became a monument to that belief, a symbol of aliens, or at least just the hope that we're not really alone. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell notification so you never miss an upload. Your support means the world to me. And until next time, stay safe out there, and I'll see you in the next video.